Hey, what's going on? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com, so I get more light in there. Didn't have it on the last video. Does make a difference, though. Hey, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. This is, again, another series on women's inner secrets, okay? This is going to be kind of a going over what I just said, but kind of condensed, okay? So I said women's night out. Why do women like to have women's night out or girls' night only or girls' sleepover or tea time or, whatever the hell it is. Or, girls, it's like, what's with the privacy? What's with, with a lot of guys, I tell you what, when I was in my 20s, my ex-girlfriend would do this. I'd be like, you know what, I don't think this is cool at all. I was on the verge of breaking up with her. Here's what it is. Women, as I said in the other video, women want to be open and relaxed, and guys come, hey, how's it going? And they change it. It's literally changing the energy. If you want to use a scientific term, you're shifting the polarity. Okay, she wants to be in the right brain, which is the opposite polarity of the left brain. Okay, so even if you go out to a club, a bar, it could be a restaurant, it could be just lunch somewhere, and there's a couple girls chatting or a group of girls, and you try to, hey, what's going on? And they're just like, yeah, that's kind of a, it's kind of a ladies' night out thing or ladies kind of group thing, and you're thinking, okay, whatever. Like, what is this group thing? It's because they want to relax. They want their brain to be open, literally. Like I said, that artery to relax, and just let the energy, literally, technically, it's blood. When the artery relaxes, the blood flows through. I've explained that enough in the other video. So you're probably going, okay, so how the hell do I do this? Okay. In my book, Get the Girl and Keep the Girl, I think it's my 4th book that I have on the page, crackedfemalecode.com, or if you go to MikeColleen.com, that's KOLLIN.com, it'll be under products, okay? Books and products, I believe it's called. You'll find it. It's up at the top. I think it's the 3rd from the left. I believe it is called Get the Girl and Keep the Girl. And I do my best to explain in there how to be internal and how to be grounded. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of things on things you can do right now, okay? Because the last thing she wants when she's on a girls' night out, a girls-only lunch or whatever, is some linear dude coming in and pulling them in. Man, that'll just ruin the whole vibe. And that is the vibe. The vibe is open, not closed. That's a bad vibe. Good vibe open, all right? Relax. And I mean fucking chill out. Relax. Breathe in and breathe out. So when you go out to a club or to meet women or just to talk to a lady at the grocery store, if you're calm and relaxed, she's going to want to talk to you, okay? So some things you can do. Literally breathe in and breathe out. Now when you're talking to a lady, you could do the same thing while she's talking. Just let her talk and just... Now here's why. If you're breathing deep and out, she can breathe in and out deeply, which will eventually begin to help her to relax with you. Now, one thing I learned in Hawaii is the Hawaiians talk about ha, which means breath, okay? Americans, English people, white people in general, Europeans, we don't breathe in and then talk on the breath like I'm doing right now. Okay, I'm kind of doing it overly so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. So you take a deep breath and you talk on your breath because it's much more natural and it oxygenates your body. So what most white people, they kind of talk real fast, they do this and they're hyperventilating. And women, they get hyperventilated. Like I said, I think it was in the first video, like any good book training, dog training book will tell you the same thing about dogs. If you're uptight and stressed, that dog's going to get uptight and stressed. If you're one of those owners who have deep breathing and relaxing and you take your time and you resonate your voice, the dog is going to be relaxed. I said this to a client of mine recently. I go, haven't you ever noticed how dogs become like the owner? He's like, yeah, it's funny. It's almost like they have the same personality. I go, they do, because the dog begins to take on the owner's personality. So if the owner kind of thinks fast and talks fast, well, the dog does it too. So I would recommend breathing and relaxing. Another thing you could do, I used to go work out. Don't do energy pills. No caffeine. Do not do caffeine before you go to a club, to a social gathering, to a party. Don't do it. because it makes you ultralinear and it shoves you into your left brain. Remember, her mating system's in the right brain. It's connected to the right brain, I should say. So if you're slammed over here because caffeine, what caffeine does is it makes your blood vessels smaller. And it shoves you into that ultralinear. You talk fast and you don't breathe, and it's like a panic attack, and you don't realize it. And then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh fuck." See, here's the thing: women go to social events to relax, to open up. Men go there to impress people, which is this: impress. It's push energy. The male energy is the external push energy. Impress, impress. You're pressing, okay? Stop doing that shit. Breathe, chill out. No caffeine. In fact, I wouldn't do caffeine at all that day, okay? Another thing I used to do is yoga. I would do this deep breathing techniques in yoga. Used to go to class, and because I was a martial artist and trained in kickboxing and boxing, I used to stretch a lot. And I figured it out that when I stretch, I begin to do deep breathing. So if I would make myself stretch for 30, 40 minutes to an hour, man, I'd go to the club and I would be so relaxed. And women would just talk to me. Guys like, okay, what is it about you, man? Well, I'm relaxed, okay? So those are, I'm telling you, make yourself breathe and stretch for 30 minutes or more minimum before you go to a club. Another thing, oh yeah, here's another important thing. Eat food. Even before you go to the club, even before, if you're going to go on a date, go to dinner or lunch, eat food before you go. If you're starving, you're going to be ultralinear. Here's what happens. When your lower reptilian brain notices that your body's starving of protein and complex carbohydrates, nutrients, so to speak, it shuts down. It closes that artery and it shoves you into that linear thing because it's conserving energy. Don't want to do that. If you've got dinner at 6 and you show up, remember, you're going to have to wait to be seated, and then you're going to have to wait for the waiter, and then you have to order food, then you got to wait for the food. That right there is about 35 to 45 minutes to an hour. So if you're already hungry by the time you get there, you're going to kind of linear and panic attacking and kind of miserable. And that is not romantic. So what I recommend, eat some food, eat some protein, meat before you go to dinner. Because then you got to pick her up. You got to drive there. There's another 15, 20, 30 minutes, hour right there. So next thing you know, 2 hours have gone by and you've been starving the whole damn time. Don't do it, okay? Get some food in you. Another one's going to blow you away. I know it's not politically correct. If you're a young guy especially, how do I say this? Take care of your needs, okay, before you go to a club or on a date. Because if you're super horny and you're just like this, she's going to be like, what the fuck? Because what that does, again, it shoves you into that linear thing, and you got all this pressure going on, and it needs to be relieved. Well, what I'm saying is relieve yourself before you go on the date. Because, man, she's going to feel that, and she's going to be like, man, to a woman, this says desperation. Remember, this goes all the way back to tens of thousands of years of the caveman era, however long that was. This is hardwired into that lower brain I keep talking about. Our mating instincts, our mating systems are inside the instinctual reptilian brain. This is an old brain, okay? It's on the brain stem, I should say. This system. You got to understand, that it is not modern. It doesn't see lights. It doesn't understand what a house is or what cars are. It's not aware of that stuff. It's not aware of grocery stores. All it knows is I'm hungry. I need food. I need to hunt. All it knows is I'm horny. I need to have sex, right? So here's how it works. The guys that get the girls because they're open to the right brain, they have self-esteem, self-confidence, they're not desperate for sex. That is what a woman's mating system is looking for. A guy who has an abundance of women and abundance of love, because that means there's people that are drawn to him and attracted to him for some reason, so she wants to be in, because if she gets pregnant with this guy, her offspring are going to be taken care of. So if you're this horny little guy and you're all desperate, dude, biggest turnoff in the world. Women are like, oh God, what's the new turn? Not new, it's been around for 10 years. Oh, you're thirsty. That is not a turn on. That's a turn off for a woman. If you're desperate, game over. Here's another inner secret. You know what? I'm going to do it on the next video. I'm going to give you 2 inner secrets. All right, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. Buy my book, Crack the Female Code, if you want to catch a clue. That is just a slice of what my course is about. A lot of people read it and are so impressed, amazed. They think, my God, I got his course. That's not the course. That is like just an intro, but it will blow you away. It's on sale right now. Go to crackthefemalcode.com. See you.